Well, today, the Virginia DMV is honoring Veterans Day by dedicating parking spaces to Purple Heart recipients.
These are members of the armed forces who have been wounded or killed while defending our nation. 8 News reporter Danelle Dukin is in Richmond with the details. Danelle.
The agency says these new parking spaces will serve as a visible reminder of the price of freedom and those who paid it.
Or the land.
More than a dozen DMV customer service centers across the Commonwealth now have these reserved parking spaces dedicated to Purple Heart recipients, the military's oldest award.
Hooray!
Today, one of those parking spaces was unveiled during a ceremony at the DMV's Richmond headquarters.
These parking spaces serve as visible tributes to those who have been wounded or killed in combat, symbolizing our enduring gratitude for their sacrifices.
The reserved space, marked by a purple and white sign, honors service members like Ben King, who was wounded in combat, as well as those who've lost their lives.
What we are unveiling is a link to a past, but also a promise to the future. And that promise is that we understand that we are here because of the deeds and the sacrifices our veterans have made.
You'll find the parking spaces near the entrance of the building, making DMV visits accessible for Purple Heart recipients. The initiative is part of the National Purple Heart Parking Project, raising awareness of the dedication of service members.
Talking about those who've made the deeds and sacrifices in order for that freedom to exist helps people get an idea that the way we live in America is a real gift.
The DMV selected locations based on communities with the highest number of Purple Heart recipients. But officials say the initiative is about more than just convenience.
They're for symbols of respect and remembrance. When used, they honor living heroes. When empty, they stand as silent memorials to those who gave their all in defense of our freedoms.
Brave.
These spaces are currently at 16 locations across the Commonwealth, and the DMV says there are plans to expand in the future. In Richmond, Danelle Dukin, 8 News.